What's up, everybody? How is it going? Austin Prechtelevate Performance, coming at you live. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. TGIF. Hope you're having a good day so far. Let me know how your day is going in the comments. Let me know when you're tuning in. If you're watching this at a later time, hashtag replay. But yeah, guys, I'm going to talk about the concept of you just aren't good at blank yet. Because so often, and we're going to relate this to fitness and nutrition because that's what the fuck we talk about on here, and mindset, and doing it sustainably. But so freaking often, man, I can't even tell you guys how many times a week probably I get messages from people that are, you know, they want to start a fitness journey, they want to start working out, they want to do this, they want to do that. But they say that they aren't good at it, right? They're just like, I'm just not good at working out. I'm just not cut out for, tracking my calories. It's never been my strong suit. It's never been my strength. I've just never been good at it. And it's funny because a lot of these people that are telling me these things, whenever I ask them, oh, okay, cool. Like, how long did you, try it for? Or how long did you, what all did you try whenever you did it? Like, how long did you do it for? And they would say, oh, sometimes they would say, oh, just a couple of times, right? Or once, or maybe for a couple of weeks, maybe for a month, something along those lines that was just like, anywhere from a day to like maybe a month, month and a half max, right? And they would say this that they weren't good at it. And I'm here to tell you guys, like, just like a little bit of like a perspective check. Like, how many of you have said something like that before? Whenever you've tried something, new, right? Maybe it wasn't for fitness, maybe it wasn't for nutrition, maybe it was guitar, or maybe it was singing, or maybe it was cooking, or whatever it may be, and you tried it, right? You tried it, and you sucked at it at the beginning, right? You sucked at it. You weren't good at it, and it made you feel kind of crappy. It made you feel like, kind of, I don't know, less than what you would. It kind of made you feel like lesser, right? And so a lot of times, kind of getting back to the main point of all this is what I was getting to is that a lot of people they say that they're not good at something, um, but leading back to those people that I just kind of talk about that I hear from, probably like I said multiple times a week. Um, they didn't give it enough fucking time to work. They didn't give it enough time to let them get good enough at it. Because, guys, if you're watching right now, every single thing that you do in life is a habit or a skill. Everything that we do. I don't care if it's brushing your damn teeth. I don't care if it's like, I don't know, flossing. I don't know. I don't care if it's taking a bath, if it's taking a shower, if it's walking, if it's whatever it may be. All of those fucking things are skills. All those things are habits that you have built and developed over time and integrated into your life, into your schedule. And the same thing applies to working out. The same thing applies to nutrition. The same thing applies to your mindset, right? All of these things, like, they all are habits and skills. And for somebody to try working out once, or to try tracking their like calories or their macros like once, or for a week, or maybe even a month, and for them to complain and say like, I'm just not good at it. Like, I've just never been good at fitness. I've never been good at working out. That's just not my thing. Like, I can't do it. I'm not good at it. I suck at it. Like, guess what? They're doing themselves a terrible disservice. And if you're somebody who's done that, you're doing yourself a disservice because you didn't give it enough time. You didn't give it enough time for you to actually get good at it. It's a habit and a skill. No shit, you're not good at it at the beginning. No shit, you aren't good at it. Like, everybody sucks at something when they first start doing it. Very, 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 very few people have innate ability to do something, right? And even then, they still have to practice at it, and they still have to work at it. You're not good at it yet because you didn't give it enough fucking time. You're not good at fitness yet because you didn't try long enough. You didn't give it enough time to start to build that habit and build that skill. You didn't give it enough time when it came to your nutrition. to learn those skills, to slowly integrate those things over time. You tried probably going too fast, too quickly, and you had unrealistic expectations. And that's why you aren't good at it. It's not because you suck at it. It's not because you're innately bad at it. It's just you didn't give it enough time. And a lot of people will never give these things enough time to actually reach their goals. And so they would just rather tell themselves that they're just not cut out from it. They're not cut from the same cloth as somebody else, which is total bullshit, right? That's total bullshit. And you're lying to yourself if that's the case. And you're doing yourself a disservice. So I'm telling you guys this because, like, you know, you can become good at anything if you put enough time into it, if you put enough work into it, if you put enough effort into it. But most people don't, right? Most people, the reality of the situation is they don't want to put the time in. They don't want to put the work in. They want it now. They want fast results. They don't want to have to work for it. And those people are going to fail long term. And if you've been, and maybe you're somebody like that in the past, right? Maybe you know somebody like that. Maybe that was you in the past, and now you've kind of recognized, like, oh, I can't, like, that shit doesn't work, right? Like, you know, shortcuts. The only thing that happens is you shortcut yourself. And so, you know, and now you're finding yourself in a place where you're like, I don't want to be like that anymore, and I want to start to work on, you know, developing these skills and being consistent and becoming the person that I always wanted to be, but I don't know how. And well, guys, I'm just here to tell you is, like, you got to just, like, the key here is just not giving up, right? The key here is just continuing to push forward, push onward, and to be consistent. Like, because over time you get better and better and better at it with time, right? Like, it's about, like, you know, what it's like, I think it's like you put 10,000 hours into something, and that's how you become a master. That's when you're considered a master, is when you put 10,000 hours in to a habit or a skill, right? You want to be a master at basketball? Go put 10,000 hours in. You want to be a master at cooking? Go put 10,000 hours into that shit of being consistent and doing it day after day after day after day. And you're going to become really fucking good at it, right? The same thing. You want to be a master of nutrition? You want to be a master at your fitness? Go put 10,000 hours into that shit. That's how you're going to become a fucking master at it. That's how you're going to become good at it. You're not good at it. It's not because you suck. It's because you have a shitty work ethic when it comes to this stuff. You have a lot of self-limiting beliefs that make you feel like you have to be good at something instantly as soon as you do it. You need to get out of that perfectionist mindset because it's screwing you over in the long run. You're never actually going to succeed at your goals because you keep shooting yourself in the foot. You keep telling yourself that you can't do it. You keep telling yourself that you suck. When you don't suck, you just haven't put enough time into it yet. Like, how can you expect to be good at something when you're a baby at it, right? Not like crying about it, but like you're like literally like a metaphorical like baby in this sense. When it comes to your fitness and nutrition, you're just trying to figure out how to fucking crawl. You can't run with it if you don't know how to crawl yet, right? So you got to learn how to crawl, and then you got to learn how to like walk, and then you got to learn how to, then you can learn how to run with it, right? You're not gonna be good at something until you suck at something first, and then once you've sucked at something, then you're kind of like, oh, I'm a little bit better than sucking, and then it's like, oh, I'm actually getting like pretty good at this, and then you start to become great, and then you can become amazing, and you can be, you know, a master at it. But the same concept applies to fitness and nutrition, guys. The reason you're not good at it yet is because you're quitting. You're quitting too soon. You're not putting enough time into it. You're not being consistent enough with it. That's why and this is the thing too. You don't have to be perfect at it. You just have to be consistent. That's all there is to it. It's just showing up, right? And having the wherewithal and the mindset behind, yeah, I know I'm not going to be great at this. If you can accept the fact that you're not going to be great at something at the beginning, doors open up. You're like, oh yeah, I kind of suck at this right now, and just accepting it and owning it and be like, I kind of suck at this, but I want to become better at it, so I'm going to keep trying. And if you keep trying and you keep pushing it, you're going to get better eventually. It's going to happen. But if you're constantly making yourself feel bad about not being good at something that you just started doing, well, shit, like, you're not going to succeed. You're going to like, you know, self-sabotage. You're going to quit because you're like beating yourself up in your head all the time about it. So that's my advice to you guys about fitness and nutrition. You just aren't good at it yet. You're just not good at it yet, guys. Keep after it. Don't fucking give up. Like, you know, like if you, like, picture this. Like, if you were a fucking toddler and just, you were like, I can't brush my teeth, I give up, and you didn't have a parent to like push you to like continue to try doing it, nobody would ever learned how to brush their teeth properly. They wouldn't. Nobody would have ever done it consistently or had that integrated into their habits, into their life. Like, you know, picture it that way. Like, if you just give up, like, And that's where a coach kind of can come into and be helpful in that sense, is like having somebody to hold you accountable, right? And again, not saying you got to work with me or anything, but like I'm just saying, like if you want to be able to like do it properly and get there in a streamlined kind of like optimized manner, that's where a coach comes in. There's nothing wrong with hiring a coach either. I have a coach. Like there's nothing wrong with having somebody to mentor you and help guide you and kind of like like show you the way, and be a catalyst for that success, and make sure that you're actually doing the shit that you're supposed to be doing in the first place. But that can help. That can speed up the process. It can make it happen faster for you. It can kind of fast track you, to your goals at being better at it. That's why people hire coaches for sports. That's why people hire coaches for like. That's why you hire people to teach you and your kids, or you went to college for certain things, because you wanted to learn about how to be better at that shit. You want to learn how to understand that shit better. Same concept applies with a coach or a mentor, guys. But you aren't good at it yet, right? You can become good at it, but as long as you don't give up and as long as you don't quit, before actually giving it a fucking chance. Whenever I hear people tell me like, "Oh, I'm not good at like nutrition," or "I'm not good at working out. It sucked. I wasn't good at it." It's like, okay, well, how many different ways did you fucking try fitness? You just try to do like random like beach body workouts that you didn't have any sense of like a goal to strive towards, that you didn't know what you were doing? Did you pull out like a weird like Jillian Michaels like DVD from your mom's closet and put it in? And you're like, oh, like like I don't know what the fuck this shit is. Like I'm gonna try. Was that your first experience with fitness, or did you try other things? Did you try like CrossFit or strength training or bodybuilding or powerlifting or fuck like kayaking or hiking or something else like that is fitness in a sense? Maybe you just didn't try the right type of fitness for the first time. You can't say that you're not good at something if you didn't give enough fucking time to like even figure out if you could have been good at it or not. So same thing applies with nutrition. Same thing applies with nutrition. You can't say that you aren't good at something before you even like give it enough time to like see if it's good or not. And being good at nutrition, like that's a mindset, and that's just literally just like getting a knowledge base for it. There's really not a whole lot of skill when it comes to nutrition. There's really not. It's just learning the information and applying that information. Fitness, in a sense, like that you could say the same for that to an extent. It just depends on like if you're trying to do it in a competitive manner or not. But at the end of the day, if you're just going for like the whole you versus you concept, which I strongly suggest, who do you suck in comparison to? Why do you think that you're bad at it if there's nobody else in the competition but you? Who are you comparing yourself to? Why are you comparing yourself to anybody in the first place? Like fuck that shit. So, anyways, happy Friday, guys. Just a little bit of a like I don't know, get out of your like limiting beliefs, get out of your like self-limiting belief mindset that you suck at something if you didn't even try. So, other than that, that's all I had for you guys today. Happy Friday. Have a good ass rest of your weekend. I'm going to enjoy mine. My birthday's not this weekend, it's Monday. But yeah, I think we're doing something for it. I don't freaking know. But anyways, if you got value from this, please give this video a like. It helps the algorithm so other people can see it. If you want to drop a comment, that also helps. Let me know your number one takeaway. I would really appreciate it. I want to hear from you guys and see what your thoughts are on this. If you've experienced this in the past, if you used to think that you were bad at something until you actually started to, like really like give it a shot, and be consistent with it, and then like you're like, oh my gosh, like the doors kind of opened up a little bit. Like let me know, because I would like to hear about that. And then also, just so you know, on Facebook, I've got a link in the description of this live. That's a link to the IVF awareness merch that were dropped. Feel free to get one of those to help raise. We're all funds from that, all proceeds from that are being donated to Project Baby Russell to help my client and her husband with IVF treatment this fall. So pretty stoked about that. So far, you guys have been awesome about that. I've really appreciated it, and I'm sure that they definitely appreciate it too. Other than that, though, happy fucking Friday, everybody. Let's have a good ass rest of our day, a good ass weekend, and I will talk to you all later.